Hello my dear students, I hope you all are good at home. I am Anjana Jindal and I welcome you all in my English literature class. So children, today I am back here with our poem number 6, that is Cypress Street part 3. So children, in my previous videos of this poem, that is part 1 and 2, I had explained you the meaning of the poem as well as the exercises of this poem. So now in this video, in part 3, I am going to tell you about the question answers of this poem. Okay, so let's learn about them. So children, here are the question answers. So here question number 3, it is marked as question 3 in our book. Read these lines and answer the questions that follow. So children, here an extract has been taken from the poem, means few lines, and based on these lines few questions are given which you have to answer. Okay, so let's read the lines. According to my great aunt Jem, there used to be a lot of them. So children, here in these lines poet is telling that according to his aunt, according to his great aunt Jem, once there used to be lot of cypress trees on that street, means once there stood lot of cypress trees, isn't it? But now no more trees are there, isn't it? So let's see the questions. See question 1. What does the word them refer to? So children, here the word them refers to cypress trees. Yes, there used to be a lot of them, means there used to be lot of cypress trees, but now there are no more. So our answer is them refers to the cypress trees. Okay, now let's see second question. In these lines find the antonym of not many or just a few. So children, antonym, what is an antonym? Antonym means the word opposite in meaning. Okay, yeah, so the word you have to find out the antonym, the opposite meaning of not many or just a few. Not many means just a few, so opposite means many, that is lot of them, isn't it? Yes, so in these lines lot of them is the antonym of not many or just a few. Right, now see third question. What change has great aunt Jem noticed? So children, what change aunt noticed? Yes, what was the change? That earlier there used to be lot of cypress trees and now no more cypress trees are there. So where they have gone? Yes, they were cut down. So aunt noticed that the trees were cut down, and why they were cut down? To make streets, the pavements made up of concrete, isn't it? That's why they were cut down, no? Yes. So the answer is great aunt Jem has noticed that the cypress trees were cut down to make room for streets and pavements made up of concrete. Now children, B part is again the lines are given. Let's read. They cut them down, they took their wood. A treeless street is plumb no good. So children, now see the questions based on these lines. So first question is, the poet tells us that they cut down the trees. Who do you think cut down the trees? So children, who do you think? Who cut down the trees? Yes, the mayor. That's why poet suggested that next time when they meet the mayor, they should suggest that to change the name to Lamppost Street, isn't it? Yes. So our answer is the mayor and the government cut down the trees. Now second question, why were the trees cut down? So children, what do you think? Why were the trees cut down? Yes, of course, to make the streets and Lamppost, because lampposts were there instead of trees. Yes. So our answer is the trees were cut down to make way for concrete streets and lampposts. Now, third question. According to the poet, what else is no good without trees? What else is no good? So children, the name. Yes, the name Cypress Street is no good without the real trees, no? When no cypress tree is there, when no existence of cypress trees were there, then what is the use of that name? Instead, when lot of lampposts were there, so better to keep the name as Lamppost Street. So according to the poet, this name Cypress Street is no good, right? So let's see the answer. The name of the street, Cypress Street, is no good without the actual cypress trees. Okay. So children, next is question number 4, which is not based on any extract. These are the direct questions. Okay. So let's see the question. Would it make the poet happy to have the name of the street changed to Lamppost Street? Give reason for your answer. So children, they are asking that if the name of the street would have been changed from Cypress Street to Lamppost Street, as the poet suggested, isn't it? Yes. So would it make the poet happy if the name will be changed? No. Because in a fit of anger he said like this, no? In a fit of anger he said, means he taunted to change the name to Lamppost Street because no more cypress trees were there, no? Only lampposts were there all around. So that's why he taunted, and in a fit of anger he said that better to change the name to Lamppost Street. But what he actually wanted? He actually wanted the real trees, the cypress trees on those streets, on that street, isn't it? Yes. So let's see the answer. No, it would not make the poet happy to have the name of the street changed to Lamppost Street, because he wanted real trees on the streets instead of lampposts. Clear, children? So children, let's move to the next question, that is question number 5. Why do you think the poet has written this poem? So children, why poet has written? What do you think? I think to make the people realize the importance of nature, isn't it? The importance of trees. This is what I think poet wanted, and with this view he has written this poem. So let's see the answer. The poet has written this poem because he wanted to make people realize the importance of loving nature and how important trees are. We all should love nature, no? Yes, it is very important to love nature. Then only we can care about that, no? Yes. Now let's see the next question, question number 6. What do you think the mayor should discuss at the next meeting? So children, what do you think? What the mayor should discuss? Yes, of course, mayor should discuss about planting more trees, no? Yes. So the answer is, the mayor should discuss at the next meeting about planting trees on the streets. So now children, I hope you all have understood all the question answers very well. So now with this our poem is completed, and now it's the time for your home assignment. So in your home assignment you have to read the poem again. Then you have to learn and write the question answers in your mulberry copy very neatly. Okay children? So okay then, take care, bye bye, thank you.